Hey guys, Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. Well, the shelving is baby cat approved. Hi baby cat. Piecing it together. Now what I've done so far, I cut the last pieces of shelving for the big 12-inch wide ones, or 12-inch deep I should say. And then I cut two uprights of the 10-inchers. I don't know if you can see that right there. I can't see it on my camera. It blends in. There's one there and one there. They're just sitting in place. I am just piecing this together. My radial arm saw is not working in the cold, funny enough. So I have to use my Ryobi hand saw. It's so weird. I am back to my Ryobi. But I have to keep the batteries inside, and yes, it makes a difference. Warm batteries make a difference. Although these are lithium, as far as I know, they're lithium, but it makes a difference, believe it or not. People will say it doesn't, but it does. So I'm just cutting the uprights for the shorter sections, and there you have an idea. Once I put the shelves in, that's how deep it's going to be. Now forgive the lighting. All I have is a single LED lamp plugged into solar power, off-grid solar power. The overhead is not on. And by the way, we don't use any power in here at all on the grid anymore. At all. None. Zero. So these are not screwed in, but it gives me the idea of the depth of the shelving, and so I can get an idea how it's going to be to work with these. And I think I'm going to cut a couple of these cross pieces so I can drop them in and really get a feel for this before I go on and do all the rest. Alright guys, I'm out in the garage. I am going to cut from the cutoff ends of those two uprights. I'm going to cut myself two shelving pieces. So that'll give me an idea how this is going to be in there. Now I might do a sit down and ask your opinion. I'm considering turning the garage into a wood shop and putting the wood shop in the garage, putting the garage in the woodshed. Can you see the edge where I'm cutting right now? Yeah, you can? Okay. So, the situation as it stands is that my garage is something like 12 by 20 and my wood shop is 10 by 16. So it's much smaller. I'm thinking about putting, because like this radial arm saw I couldn't fit in there. I was thinking about switching out and putting my small engine shop in what's currently the wood shop shed, which has two double barn doors, which is great for that, and has the workbench, pegboards to hold parts and stuff, and then bring some of these shelving, the garage shelves over there, and then bring all of my woodshop tools into the garage so I have more room to work. It is an option to consider, and I'm really thinking about it. To have a lot more space. So tell me your opinions, guys. I'm going to get this piece cut. I do have hearing protection. I don't know if you see me. The lighting isn't so hot in here, but I got a laser which helps. And the other one, mark it at 22 inches. If I was to use this as a wood shop, I seriously would have to change the lighting. Then again, I don't have lighting in what's currently the wood shop. I have to use portable lamps and stuff, so it's definitely better here. And I could run it off my solar panels, my off-grid solar panels, from the larger battery bank connected to the house, which is way better. one of my major disadvantages when I switched over to the switching battery banks and switching a smaller group of solar panels to the wood shop and the electronics shop, I don't have as much power out there. And if I put my small engine shop out there, all I need is lighting and an occasional air compressor. My electronics lab is very efficient, so I'm convincing myself that I think I'm going to do this. Now, as long as I keep the batteries on this warm, we're doing all right here. But once that battery cools off, then I'm in trouble and I won't be cutting any more wood. So I have to rotate the batteries out. So let's take this inside and drop them in place and see how it looks in there. I'll see you indoors. Again, forgive the lighting, and I'm going to be in the way here. It's a bit of a mess because it is becoming our storage room already. So let's drop this in. Now, remember, these are not screwed in yet. I'm just checking for size here right now. Make sure these will fit. And see, well, of course they're going to fit, but I mean, see how it's going to look. No, I'm comfortable with that. Let me put them up here so I have my eye level view of what I'm going to have when I do this. Put these here and see. Oh, perfect. Let me see if I can give you a better look. I like it. I'm very comfortable with that. So I can reach in with extreme comfort. I got plenty of space from here to my body to reach in here. Very, very good. The ultimate thing will be to see if Melanie's comfortable with it. But I'm not going to secure anything yet tonight, probably. I'm just piecing it in here and getting these pieces cut. She did say she's comfortable with it, but here we go. Try to get a good view. At least the light's mobile. It looks pretty deep. So that's 22 inches by 22 inches, these shelves. And the whole unit is 6 feet tall. And then on top will be an entire shelf all the way running the whole top. And then I'm going to secure it with thicker boards along the very back. So it'll be stable. It's going to be good. Okay guys, I have all the uprights cut. There's some ice on that one. Letting them sit in here for a little bit to dry as I work. So I've got all the shelves, all the wide shelves cut. I've got all uprights and the top pieces cut. And now I'm going to go in and start cutting the narrower shelves. I've got 3 left from cutoffs from these last 3 cuts I did. Should be able to get a shelf each out of those 3 boards. And then, so I need 10, I'll need 7 more shelves of the narrow ones. And then I can start putting this all together and get it done. Now, considering the dark brown walls in here, this lumber has been aged and cured outside and is a little bit gray from the elements. I could have run it through the planer. I could have dried it, which would take days, then run it through the planer, which would take, well, probably days because there's not much solar power right now. My wood shop is solar powered, fully off the grid. And then I could have used it and had light colored wood, but I figured it wouldn't match the walls in here, and the natural gray look sort of matches better. That was my thought. Anyway, and Melanie seems pleased with it and thinks it looks good, and that's what's important, that we are happy. Well guys, I'm out here in a very, very cold garage, which may be my wood shop based on what you guys think and suggest, I am going to cut the rest of these shelves up 22 inches. I love this square drywall square, but it sure works for me. Got it for free from a house cleanout once in New York. I love it. Now my Ryobi is doing pretty decent on these 1-inch boards, so it's alright. Just cut myself a bunch of 22 inchers. I'm going to cut all of, oops, I needed to turn that around. I'm going to cut all of what's left. Now, there it is, I can't see my mark. Cut all the shelves and be done with it. I'm going to go inside and assemble everything. Now when I'm done with this, cutting off these ends, these cut-off pieces, then I'll go in and I'll start working on the I'll go out and start working on the 6-footers or 8-footers. I should get 4 to a board and continue cutting the rest. I'll just knock them all out. This one's frozen ice, so I don't know how it's going to cut. Very, very good. Wow. Ice cuts nice. So we'll get it. Uh-oh, right. There's a hole right on the edge. Well, I guess better on the edge. I don't know what to do now. Am I that desperate for a shelf? Do I really need it that bad? I could cut this way. What I could do, cut this way, cut off the rough ends of this, and put that hole over some. The can of soup isn't going to fall through that hole, so I'll put that over on that side. That'll be perfectly fine. I'd be wasteful of lumber, and then I'll just cut it this way instead. That'll be fine. I'm going to go ahead and cut the rest of the shelves. I'll see you indoors. Now sticking these together is a simple task. Oops, wrong machine. I just got to put 2 screws in each frame piece on each side. I am running out of screws, so okay, so won't be able to do as well as I would hoped. I'm going to do every second one. Oh, whatever. I'll do 2 out of 4. And I'm going to have to get more screws. Alright. But that's going to hold them together nicely. Actually, I wonder if I can kill two birds with one screw. I've got longer screws. If they will go through all the way through one board and into another, maybe... No, unfortunately it's too long. Nah, oh well, it was an idea. It's the only option I have then, to use what I got. It's tight in the top, bowed in the middle, and tight in the bottom. It is what it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm seriously low on screws. Well. Yeah, and the shelves won't hold up without screws. Yeah. I won't be able to put anything on the shelves, even if I can put them in there. It looks like a trip to the hardware store tonight. Now, I pre-drilled all these the other day. It pulls that right in nice and tight. Yeah. Well, I might just barely have enough screws to get the rest of this together. No, I don't. Because I've still got to put... I was really hoping to finish this today. I thought I would. I really thought I'd finish it today. It was very wet. That'll go on top. That one's wet. At least I can get up to here done for today. The advantage of putting these together tightly now rather than later is so... Can you see what all I got going on? Yes, you can. The idea right now, at least loosely screwing them together, is so that when they dry, they're not going to be able to warp on me. So that's a bonus. Because they've been out in the weather a little bit. So, oh, it sticks out a little. I'm going to have to get the Sawzall and nip that off. I think some of these are wider than others. It's a problem with using older lumber that's been wet. Oh, what? Need a different bit. Nope, that isn't going to work on these screws. Okay, I finished. I put all the screws in those shelves and put the shelves in. Now the shelves are not screwed in. I don't have enough screws for that yet. But I did get them in. The shelves are in there, sitting in. And the ones that have screws, I put a shelf in and put jars on them to keep them from warping as they dry. And here I put the ones that I had screws in, I put the heavy jars on them to weight them down. And there's another. So I still got to put some weight on these, but they're a little bit very wet, so I want to put some on there that won't get hurt by the water. But anyway, some canning jars and stuff, but weight them down and keep them from warping as they dry. That's the idea. And that's what they're going to hold anyways, canning jars. So they're coming together. I used all the screws that I had in the boxes that I brought in, but I might have a few more in the wood shop. I'm going to go out there and have a look. But I won't be able to finish everything today like I had hoped. So this is an ongoing project for sure. But definitely a... Oh, and I threw the boards up here just for... get them out of my way. I threw some boxes up there. I'm trying to clear up my path. Look, I've got space in here. Finally, space to move around and work in. I'm getting it. Well guys, the screws I thought I had were not the right size, so that's it for today. This is Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. Another day is done here at the homestead. I did bring in the live edge slabs. I have to figure out where I'm going to put them. And I've got some stickers and I'm going to put them up. But that's it guys. Please like, subscribe, and share, and follow our daily videos as we strive to become fully self-sufficient and off the grid on a budget. By the way, this will be showing up on my tactical channel probably quite a bit. This will be our food storage and survival gear area. TR, Tech, Tactical, and Survival. Talk to you all later.